On the camper scholarships, all right, and sponsor a Child's Week at camp, you will receive a thank you letter, and you were reading some of those letters earlier. But Meatball, you just want to get on the screen. Here we go. Tell them all about what they get.
I'm coming up again to share about Camper Scholarship. I get the opportunity to work directly with the campers, which is my favorite job. So I wanted to share a quick little story about a camper from this summer before we move into Camper Scholarships. We had a camper come for our first week of day camp this summer. We started with day camp because we thought, let's move into this slowly and not do overnight right away. She was a 10-year-old and it was her first time ever at camp. And she loved it. From the instant she got here, everybody knew her name. She was super loud, super boisterous. And every day that her parents picked her up, she would ask them, can I come again next week? Can I come for overnight next week? And after nagging her parents and her parents feeling confident after the week was over, she ended up coming back a second week for overnight. So at that point, everybody at camp, all the staff knew this camper. And so at the end of the summer, I gave a call to some different parents to ask them for some feedback. And I called her parents because they were first-time campers and she came for 2 weeks. And I asked, how was her time at camp? Can you share anything special or significant that your daughter enjoyed? And they said that she came home from camp and they're not a religious family, but she came home from camp and she started asking them questions about God. Because we had talked this summer about our theme was God is, and we talked about different attributes of God. So she started asking her parents about God, asking all these questions. And then she said, can we start going to church? And so her parents said that they now attend a church virtually because their daughter came to camp and because she went home and asked her parents about God. And when they first told me that, I got chills because those are the types of experiences that we want campers to have and we want them to go home with also. So that being said, this camper scholarship allows campers to come and have those experiences. So Sandy, I believe you're going to do some different increments. If you want to explain that.
We're going to do that. And tell me again, Meatball, just her name's Anna, but she answers both ways. So our different levels, if somebody comes for a week, what is that? What's our fees? Does the 500, 500 is a week. So what we're going to do, we're going to give you a couple different opportunities. You've been through here. We're going to move, as we always say, left to right, and just hold your numbers up till you hear your bidder number, and I'll kind of watch out of the left where Fred's at. And we're going to go through this in 4 different increments. But the first round is 500s, which it covers for a whole week. Hold your numbers up, and as I read the number off, put your number down, and then we'll go to 250, 100, and then 50. We want everyone to be able to be part of that. So if you want in at the 500 level, hold your number up, and I'm just going to go right along the screen and pull those numbers out. And when you hear your number, Neil, I think yours is 330, even though it's upside down. I realize you want to test me out. It's 330. There you go. 230, 147, 121, 122, 290. Is that 28, Jeff? Yeah, 128. I'm sorry. 171. Thank you, Vernon. Jane, you want to do 4? Did I see 4 up there? All right. Jeff and Jane on 128. They want 4 500s. I forgot to tell you, you can do that. That's not breaking a rule. Vernon, I got your number, I believe. Vernon, give me your number again. 171. Did you get Vernon's? Okay, I'm coming. Phil, turn yours around. 124. Thanks, Denise. 156. Brian, you're not riding bike this year. Good to have you here. And 150, Kathleen, thank you. Brian wants 2. I see it. He holds his number up. That's 156 is 2. Phil Berge, Will Berge. Okay, 151 is 1. He wants 3. 151 is 3. Jen, 152, thank you. I'm coming back up just to double check. Doreen, 143 is for 500 yet. 147 is another 500. Anybody else at the 500 level? Rupert, all down the bottom. 147 wants 2. Dave and Beth, 180 takes 1. Joanne, are you 117 turned around? Is that what your number is? Okay, 117. 116, thanks you, Andrew. Fred, we good? Oh, I got another one. Thank you, Curry. 144. 144. Anybody else for 500? That is super. Usually I look over to Vernon and he tells me what our total was for them, but I don't know if he was keeping track of that down there. So, all right, got a good start to that. And remember, anytime year-end gifts as you come into this year, I see Fred handling the papers over to Alan and we'll get that number on there.